Hello. So it is currently 1:36 a.m. on December 8th. I couldn't sleep. I have insomnia, which I do have medication for, but I forgot to take it, and if I take it now, I will sleep too long. At 8 o'clock, I have my first appointment with a new therapist. I know, how exciting. It's funny, 2 days ago, somebody, long story short, told me to, like, go to therapy as a gotcha, I guess. This is somebody I know, by the way, not like a random person online. Anyways, I just found it funny because I've been in therapy, and also I'm about to start with a new therapist, actually. Yeah, this is not particularly exciting. This is just gonna be a little, I don't know, I'm bored. So here's a little vlog from a while ago by the time you're seeing this. Right now I'm on Cookie Clicker. I just started a new ascension. I've been watching Netflix. I finally watched Bones and All, very good movie. I started watching School Spirits. I might start rewatching Stranger Things or something. I don't really know. Just trying to pass the time since there's still a while before I have to, be getting ready to go to the appointment. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Apparently the guy who directed Bones and All also directed Call Me By Your Name. Call Me By Your Name is such an ass movie. And Bones and All was not an ass movie. How did he direct both? Apparently he also directed Challengers, which is on my watch list. I don't understand. By the way, yes, I'm aware I don't look great right now. This is what you get when you watch my vlogs. You get me looking like a scrub. I'm not like at the pretty angle I always film myself in when I'm doing other stuff. I am currently applying to places on Indeed. Ooh, no. I'm signing up to work at DoorDash. Or I guess work for DoorDash, rather. Finding disability-friendly work is hard, but I can drive, and that's kind of all you need to do for DoorDash, is to be able to pick things up and drive. I have my sweet boy here with me. Hi, Toothless. Can you hear him purring? Hi, buddy. Oh, you have so many eye boogers. Oh, big yawn. I'm rewatching season 1 of Stranger Things. There's scary noises coming from the garage bathroom. Should I be concerned? It's like 4 a.m. And of course now is when my body is like, time to sleep. Insomnia is so fun, guys. I love it. It's so frustrating because my type of insomnia is like, I won't be able to sleep for like a while. And then all of a sudden, I'll just be hit with like, you have to sleep right now. And it's always like the most inconvenient time because it's 4 a.m. I have to get ready probably around 7 to give myself like half an hour to get ready and then like half an hour to get there. I guess I could like set an alarm, but then I'll get like 2 to 3 hours of sleep, which is almost worse. I want to throw hands with whoever invented insomnia. They shouldn't have done that. Guys, look, it's 4:20. Oh, never mind. It's not 4:20 anymore. And my phone screen turned off. Okay. But it was. I got it for like half a second. Also, do you like my Dead by Daylight background on my lock screen? Alright, I've set interval alarms from 6 to 7. God damn it. God damn it, I said the thing. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, 6-7 jokes are no longer a thing, but I set interval alarms. That was my poor sick cat sneezing. So I'm gonna take like a power nap or at least like rest for a bit. Alright, I fed my boys. This is the fit. They're SpongeBob pants that Scarlett gave me. You know what I love having a phone mount. What I don't love is I don't love that I'm up at like 8 to go to a fucking therapy appointment with a new therapist. So it's probably I'm not even gonna be able to like talk about anything. Because it's probably mostly gonna be like introductory shit. I've had so many goddamn introductory therapist appointments in my life. I've gone through so many therapists, and you know what the issue is? The issue is I always end up with fucking cognitive behavioral therapy therapists who are like, just think positive. And it's like, wow, I didn't think of that. Or I will get a good therapist, and then they'll leave for whatever reason. Oh There's a little kitty across the road. Little kitty. That cat is so cute. Why is there a woman walking in the middle of the road? Babes, it's so early. Why are you up? She's not even like out for a jog. Like, she's going somewhere. There's like no sidewalks in my neighborhood. Kind of crazy. There's so many people walking out tonight. I feel watched. If I had a therapist I could talk to, I would be talking about that. But again, it's gonna be introductory shit. They're gonna be like, what's your name? What's wrong with you? And it's like, babes, how long you got? And it's also frustrating because then half the time you can't tell until the second meeting if you're gonna click with the person or not. Because the first meeting was just meant answering questions. And don't get me wrong, I love attention. I like answering questions about myself. But it's like, I feel like, I get it's necessary. But to me, it feels like it defeats the point of going to a therapy session if you're not doing therapy, you're just answering questions. It's just frustrating on my end, especially since I've done this so many times. Because here's my thing. I'm not gonna stay with a therapist who's convinced that all I need to do is just think positive. And don't be like, in the comments, don't be like, oh, the whole point of CBT is to like, cognitive behavioral therapy, not cock and ball torture, is to like rewire your thoughts to be more positive. I get that. I just think that's fucking dumb, especially as somebody with like several diagnosed actual mental illnesses. It feels condescending. And also, most of the therapists I've gone to who do that, do it in the worst fucking ways possible. Like, I'm not telling you how to do your job. I'm just saying that it's not gonna work for me, sis. I don't even know if I'm seeing, like, a man or a woman or something else. Like, I don't know anything about this fuck-ass appointment except the date and time. I lost whatever card they gave me with the appointment info. It's somewhere in my car. I knew the date. I only knew what time because they called me and were like, hey, 8 o'clock? And now there's traffic. This is why I left a little bit earlier. I said I would leave at like 7:30. I left at 7:20. I'm just frustrated. I'm so glad I get to drive half an hour to answer the same questions I've answered a million fucking times. I love being stuck in traffic behind somebody who has a don't tread on me license plate. I love Florida, and I love driving in Florida. Alright, my hair. This is why I was wearing a hat. The appointment went fine. The therapist is a woman. She gave me this worksheet about boundaries. I very explicitly told her, I was like, I can't with therapists that just tell me to think positive. I was worried because she had some of those posters with like the inspirational quotes on them, which I always find condescending and are usually in the offices of therapists like that. But she was nice. I ranted a bit about the go to therapy situation I mentioned earlier, because that was crazy. I didn't go into detail because it has to do with a personal situation, but I will also say that they sent me digital tomatoes. This person who I used to be friends with, I congratulated them on something, and their response was to send me digital tomatoes and tell me to go to therapy, which is a crazy response to being congratulated for something. Like, if you didn't want to talk to me, just leave me on red. What? I might start calling him Tomato Boy. Yeah, the appointment went fine. I'm so fucking ready to go home and take a fat nap. Yeah, traffic was so bad I ended up still being like 5 minutes late to the appointment. Like, I watched in horror as the ETA on my GPS went up and up. We're going up, 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 it's our moment. We go together, we're golden. Guys, K-pop Demon Hunters was really good. Y'all, bones and all, that was a good movie. I still can't believe it was directed by the guy who did Call Me By Your Name. That's crazy. Timothy Chalamet covered in blood? Just saying. Alright, I'm back home. Here's the Patreon names. Bye-bye.